Ever wonder what it's like to be an author? Does she write in a quiet corner somewhere or someplace loud and busy? Does she have ideas 40 times a day? Or does she sometimes get stuck? And how does her dog make her lucky? Now, for aspiring writers and curious readers alike, this story of a lucky author and, of course, her dog offers both answers and inspiration. A Lucky Author Has a Dog, written by Mary Lyn Ray, illustrated by Stephen Henry. For all the dogs who, of themselves, make us lucky. Early in the morning, people are walking and going to work. So a dog is, too. Because an author should also be waking. A lucky author has a dog to begin every day with a kiss. Then some help getting dressed. And a lucky dog has an author, because the author doesn't say goodbye and go out the door to go to work. The author just takes a piece of paper and begins to write, and write, and write. The dog isn't exactly sure what an author does, but the dog can see it is important. So the dog brings ideas. A lucky author has a dog who helps. Some authors do go to an office. Some stay in pajamas and write in bed. Some write in loud places. Some in quiet places. Most authors have favorite writing places, but really, an author can write anywhere. Sometimes an author has to write fast if a story comes sudden and fast, except most stories don't. Authors often frown at blank paper, or they stare out the window. Then a dog worries. It looks as if the author is doing nothing, but the author is at work, thinking, or maybe reaching for just the right word. The dog knows a good word like ball and squirrel. The dog is proud to have an author to help. So the dog stays close by. Every author needs an encouraging friend. And all day the dog is. Until the author can't get anything right and the dog says, "Arf! Enough!" A dog knows when it's time for a walk. But it's hard for an author to stop being an author and leave a story behind. Yet, there could be more anywhere. So the dog, always helpful, is sniffing for a story, and the author is looking about until their noses bring them home. Because their noses are remembering supper. A red plate for the author, a red bowl for the dog. A lucky dog has a red bowl and an author. In buildings and houses, now lights are turned off. It is night that is dark for sleeping, until a new idea nudges the author awake. So one light comes on, and the author sits up and writes. Soon, the sun begins to color the sky, and people are again going to work. But today, the author is already dressed before the dog wakes. The dog knows something is different. "Quickly, hurry, come!" Then the door closes. The dog is left at the window. Because it's author day at Fred C. Underhill School. In every room, at every desk, is an author, but one more has come as a guest. So there are banners and questions. Do you like to write? Doesn't your hand get tired? How do you get your ideas? Where do you get the words to write with? What do you do when you're stuck? A fan is waving both hands high. Can I have your autograph? Then everyone asks. I'm giving these to my family for Christmas, a fourth grader says. At noon, lunch is orange and yellow. The author isn't quite sure what it is, but the author is brave and eats it.
Some of it.
After lunch, there's time for book signing. The first grader warns, "You shouldn't do that. You'll get sent to the principal for writing in books." A third grader asks, "Why do you always write about dogs?" Then, just as the bell is about to ring, there's one last question everyone asks. "Will you write about us?" "I may," says the author. "But why don't you write about you?" Someone has waited all day for the click of the door, and now the author is home, smelling of school and its mysteries. For a moment, there's only the author and dog. "Should we go for a walk?" The author rubs two happy ears, a tail wags. A lucky dog has an author. And a lucky author has a dog. Are stories waiting to be noticed? The dog will show the author how to look and listen the way a dog does. An author without a dog can learn. But having a dog is better. Because everything is better with a dog. Hello, friends. I hope you enjoyed our story today. If you did, please click like and share this book with your friends. And don't forget to look for all the other books by Storytime with Lorelei. See you next time. Bye for now.